Tony Messenger, author, Metro columnist, and Pulitzer Prize winner, visited MHS for a book talk. In this section, Messenger talks about AI.
So AI scares me, and every time I've had to answer this question several times today, and I just want to run away from it. I just don't. I think it's more bad than good as it relates to writing, as it relates to journalism in particular, as it relates to the creative process. My biggest advice to you as young people who are going to live most of your lives with a tool that didn't exist through, the entirety of my life or most of my life, be very, very careful and don't allow technology to be a shortcut to the difficulty of the creative process. Writing is about failure and success. Writing is about critical thinking and learning from that critical thinking and then going back and doing it again and doing it again and doing it again and learning about your own ability to get better. And you can't do that with AI. You can't do that with shortcuts. One of the things that I do every now and then is I go back and read my old work. And I remember when my mom died, this was several years ago, but when my mom died, I was at her house cleaning out her house, and she had a folder that she kept of my columns, and I didn't know that she had that. And I remember sitting on the side of her bed and going through that folder and reading these columns. And first of all, I'm having a connection to my mom after she died. But secondly, I'm reading these old columns and I'm like, oh my God, I was awful. I mean, why did she keep these? I was just awful. And then every once in a while I'd get to one and say, oh, that was pretty good. Writing is like that. I write 3 columns a week. And sometimes by the time I've written my third one, I hated the one from Sunday, just because that's the nature of writing. You don't succeed every time, and you continually get better as long as you continually challenge yourself to get better. And I got some nice reviews on my first book. I hope I get some better reviews on my second book. Or maybe some crappy reviews, but it sells better. I don't know, whichever one's better for me. But writing is just one of those things that you constantly have to. You have to have thick skin, not just from the folks on the outside looking in, but you have to have your own thick skin. You have to be able to challenge yourself and say, that one wasn't good enough. I can do better, or I can learn from that, or why haven't I done that lately? I mean, shoot, winning the Pulitzer is great, but it's been 5 years. What the heck am I doing? That kind of ability to challenge yourself is something that's really important as a writer, because if you do what I do, which is you have to write almost every day, there's plenty of opportunity to sometimes hit one out of the ballpark, and sometimes it was a decent double. It was okay. But what am I going to do tomorrow, and what can I do better the next time I go at it? And AI scares me because it will be an opportunity for some people to think that they can skip steps, and instead you'll be harming your ability to learn from your own critical thinking and your own ability to write and go back and check it again. And those of you who are athletes know that there's no shortcut for reps in the gym, reps in the pool, reps on the field, in the batting cage, whatever. There just is no shortcut for practice and practice and practice and getting better and learning from your mistakes. And writing is the same thing, except for you can be old and fat and do it. And so that's the thing about AI that scares me the most, is that it's not going to affect me that much. I'm not going to ever use it. I'm old. I have not been to a chat APT site or whatever it's called. I just don't. I don't need to know about what I don't need to know about. But you all will, because it's going to affect your lives. It's going to affect whatever careers you go into, and whether you're using it, your competitors might be using it, whatever. But my biggest thing would just be the caution of don't think of that technology or whatever technology is next that we don't know about yet, that one of you will be talking about when you come to Marquette after you've won the Pulitzer. Don't allow that technology to be the shortcut that you think allows you to skip steps. Because as a writer, you can't skip steps. You just have to learn it. You just have to repeat it. You just have to succeed and fail and succeed and fail.